What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet again another video. For those of you that are new to the channel, first and foremost, you need to subscribe. A lot of you guys out there are just watching these videos and not subscribing, okay? And at the end of the day, that's something that I need to say, because closed mouths do not get fed. But welcome, my name is Forever. For those of you that have been rocking with us, thank you for joining us. I appreciate all your love and support. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about my morning routine. Now, earlier on in my life, I found that it was very important for me in order to be successful, in order for me to be locked and loaded for my days. I needed to have some type of routine in the morning. So I wanted to share that with you guys. This video is going to go up today, Sunday, but this video is going to be universal, right? It's going to be timeless. You're going to be able to start your morning routine whenever you want after you watch this video. But you know, if you're watching it today, Sunday, perfect timing for you to jump right into your week. So first and foremost, what is the first thing that I do when I wake up? I'm going to give you guys about 4 or 5 things, maybe even 6 things that I make sure that I do every day in order for me to be locked and loaded and ready to go. Okay, first thing that I do, I'm going to wake up. Okay, I'm going to wake up in the morning. That's the first thing I'm going to do in my morning routine. A lot of people don't do that, right? A lot of people may jump into social media, right? You're putting yourself right back to sleep. Okay, you're looking through TikToks, you're looking through Instagram. I'll tell you what, once you do that, your subconscious is already going to try to align you to other people's days. Okay, so in order for me to get around that, what I'm going to do in the morning, the first thing, I'm going to wake up. Okay, I know that probably caught you by surprise, but a lot of you are waking up and going right back to sleep. Okay, so it's very important for me to wake up. Another beautiful day. I usually have my window open, beautiful fresh air. The birds, tweet, tweet. The birds are out there waking me up. Hey, wake up, Forever. Okay, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I don't want any distractions. I don't want to look at what, you know, Sally or John is doing in their life. I want to rock with Forever. I want to lock in and I want to tap into who I am. Okay, so that's the first thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wake up. Okay, this isn't Folgers, but this is coffee. This might help you wake up. To be honest with you, we're kind of going into that tea vibe. Anyway, so first thing I'm gonna do is wake up, okay? But here comes the real tips. Tip number 2, okay? Or actually, not really tip number 2, but what I do, number 2. Number 2. What I do is I tidy up my room. I tidy up my living space, okay? So I got a lot of fan action. I'm a big advocate of fans, especially in this summer heat. I gotta have 2 fans on me, okay? Because it's getting hot over here, okay? So I tidy my room, I make my bed, right? I make sure my desk and everything is clean and clear, because as I start and I roll into this day, I want everything to be tight, crisp, so I'm not stumbling over cords. I don't have papers, I don't have junk, I don't have anything in my way, right? It's almost like clearing your mind, right? Which we're gonna get to that. It's gonna be tip number 3, but or what I do number 3. But it's just like clearing your mind, right? I want to make sure that I start off clean and fresh and ready to go, so I have nothing in my way. Okay. So what I do number 1, tip number 1, I'm waking up. I'm waking up to me, not to anybody else's social media. There's a time and a place for everything, but at the end of the day, your time is of the essence. Your time is more valuable than money, right? So instead of distracting myself from my true purpose and what I want to do, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to smell the roses, I'm going to listen to the birds, okay? Second thing that I do, I'm going to make my bed, okay? Get everything in alignment, get everything in order, okay, in my room. The third thing that I am going to do, now this is where it gets really, this is where it gets really crucial here. I'm going to lock in, I'm going to meditate, okay? For the longest time, I was avoiding meditation. Didn't want to do it, okay? I didn't really care to do any type of sit down, close your eyes, until I found out what was really helpful for me to lock into the meditation, besides the meditation itself, was all I'm doing is going to sit down, close my eyes, and focus on my breathing, okay? I'm going to lock into my breathing. And when I started to do this, not only was I able to ground myself, right? You know, ground myself You know, you can think about your chakras. Sometimes I'll just think about the chakras. I'll take 3 breaths in each chakra, right? And work my way up all the way to the crown chakra in the body, okay? Start from the root, go to the sacral, go to the solar plex, go to the sternum, the heart chakra. I know my chakras. You want to keep it going, okay? Go into my throat, okay? Let's go to the pineal, the third eye, to the crown, okay? You can do something like that, or might I suggest you just focus on your breathing, okay? And for a little tip, you breathe when you're asleep, right? So breathing is a subconscious thing for the most part. So when you're focusing on that breathing, what you really want to do is let the breathing guide you versus trying to guide the breath, if that makes sense, okay? And another little addition to this, I like listening to Hertz frequency. You know, sometimes I'll just go, you know, raw dog, right? And I'll just listen to nature. I like to meditate outside on the balcony with the sun hitting on my skin, giving me that beautiful melanin. Okay, that kind of rhymed. But what I like to do is I like to listen to Hertz frequency. Now, do not get it twisted. YouTube probably has some good Hertz frequency, but this isn't a sponsor. I'd like to suggest mynoise.net. It is a Hertz frequency generator, and it's pretty much a website where you can go on and you can literally create your own Hertz frequency, and it has a timer on there. So again, very, very, very powerful tool. Just wanted to throw that in there, okay? And what I do is I meditate. At first it was for 5 minutes, okay? 6 minutes. For some reason I like 3, 6, 9. Shout out to Tesla, Nikola Tesla, okay? But at first it was 5, 6 minutes. Then I started gradually pushing it out to 9 minutes, okay? I've done 20 minutes before. I've done close to 30, maybe 25 minutes. But where I love to be now is 15 minutes, okay? 15 minutes in the morning, and I promise you, once you start to get into that mode, okay? You do it a couple days, you create momentum. That momentum makes it easier for you to lock into that meditation to the point where you're not going to want to step outside your front door until you're meditated, okay? We made that up, until you're meditated, okay? So My Noise is a great tool. Again, focus on that breathing, ground yourself. And after you ground yourself, what you're going to do is automatically, you know, when you silence your mind, okay, when you are being led by your breath, right, that crown chakra is going to open up. Okay, and guess what? The universe is going to flow through you, into you. Okay, so it's very, very important for me to lock into my meditation. Again, 15 minutes, and you know, at first, don't you don't have to go 7 days a week. Okay, you can do it. You can do it 1 day a week. You know, start small. Okay, because automatically, as you stick to whatever plan you are doing, you are going to work up to the desired time, the desired dates, you know, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Just start small, and you'll be surprised how it grows, and you want to do it more and more, okay? Because this is part of our natural state, meditating, locking into the mind, okay? As above, so below. We're not talking about the stars anymore. So what I do, again, I'm gonna wake up. After that, I'm gonna tidy up my area. After that, I'm gonna lock in, tidy up my other area, right? The fourth thing that I'm gonna do, now, I like to, this is actually 2 in 1, okay? I love to read. And it's funny because I never used to like to read, okay? Until I really realized that all my answers are either coming from source, straight down, or they're coming through literature, okay? Right now, I'm reading a good book. Some of you guys, a lot of you guys that have been following the videos lately know that we're reading the 4 Agreements. This is my second time reading this book. It's always funny. The second time, you know, you read something or do something, you pick up a lot more. I don't know why I snapped, but you pick up a lot more. So the 4 Agreements is what I'm reading right now. I'm gonna give you guys a hint to what I'm gonna read next, okay? I'm excited about that one. It's gonna be a little short one, but shout out to the Matrix for kind of putting me onto this book, and to a client that I cleaned their carpet a couple weeks ago. Crazy. That's a good story for you too. But anyway, I'm gonna read. Now, it's very important that when you're reading, you have a set point. Just like this meditation, just like everything we're doing, right? You want to have a goal. So for me, the goal is to read at least 9 pages in the morning. Now, with this book, it's become 20, 30 pages, right? But what I also do with this reading is I like to do cardio, right, in the morning. I like to wake up. I like to go on the treadmill. I like to get my blood flowing and going, right? I like to get locked in physically and mentally, literally at the same time. So before I was just doing the cardio and then I was reading, but then just because I've done this before, I like to do them together. And for whatever reason, this is probably one of my favorite parts of the morning. I'll do my cardio for 30 minutes, just light cardio, low intensity, steady state cardio. Okay, we're gonna do some fitness videos, so I just want to throw that in there. So we're gonna do some cardio, and at the same time, I'm gonna read. Now, before, like I said, I would just read 9 pages, close the book, listen to some good music. We'll talk about music in another video, but that is very important too. Side note, you don't want to be listening, at least me, I'm gonna keep it to me. I don't want to be listening to hip hop, rap, killing, gang banging, woman, and all this stuff, because where there's a time and a place for all that, it isn't for me in the morning. Okay, I'm not a Mason, so sorry for doing this. But anyway, getting back to the serious mode, I listen to different types of music. A lot of it being deep house, a lot of it being, I don't even know really what the genre is, but when you listen to this music, it pretty much feels like spiritual, electronic music, for lack of better words. But anyway, so I'm gonna read, right? And like I said, it was 9 pages before. Now I'm just reading the whole 30 minutes, right? I'm just reading the whole 30 minutes while I'm doing cardio, just because it feels great. And it's funny, and I mentioned this in a video prior, that when you're doing this reading, what's gonna happen is anytime, you're following your path, it's like whatever you're reading, no matter what it is, it's going to apply to what you are going through right now. Okay, especially, if you're following your soul, you're following your true purpose. So, if not every time, 10 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times when I'm reading, it's actually every time. Whenever I'm reading, I'm able to not only learn something new, but I'm able to apply it exactly where I am in life at this very moment. So reading and cardio for me, again, some of you guys don't really care to do cardio. In other words, or to change that, what we'll do is we'll go into nature, right? That is just pretty much the same thing. Go on a walk in the morning. Let me tell you, morning walks are probably one of the best things you can do for the body and for the soul, especially if you can get on that grass barefoot. For whatever reason, it just feels like a vibe. This is Mother Earth, so when you lock into the ground with your feet, I guess feet are the most sensitive parts of your body, right? They have a lot of sensors down there, and you really pull an energy from the earth into you, Mother Earth, right? So getting out into nature, reading, doing cardio, that is my fourth stop, my fourth task of the morning. Not task, but for lack of better words right now, right? So that's what I'm gonna do for my fourth task. Now, the fifth and final thing that I would do, okay, and lately I haven't been doing this a lot, but it is something that I do enjoy doing. And I don't really care to talk about my morning routine, but I finally have gotten to a point where I've mastered this morning routine to where I'm realizing that I'm gonna start adding different things and shifting my routine. So now what I have done and where I have gotten through what I have done in this last, I'd say, 6 months or so, I'm ready to share it with you guys. But anyway, the fifth and final thing that I'm gonna do in order to lock into myself, my true self, my higher self, I'm gonna script, okay? I am going to script. I am going to write down pretty much affirmations. This book isn't full, but I definitely, right? I date it and I just write whatever I'm feeling, right? Sometimes it's manifestations that I want to do. Sometimes it's how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's how I want to feel. Sometimes it's me talking to myself, my higher true self. So pretty much what I'm doing is because when you think something, right, it's very powerful. But not only when you think, but when you write it down, it becomes, to me, even more powerful. So again, I'm going to write, I'm going to script how I want to feel, how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm going to write letters of appreciation to myself, my higher self, source, just because at the end of the day, when I'm addressing this not only through my mind, but writing it down physically and really resonating with it, I know that locks me in on a whole nother level, in a deeper sense. So it's very crucial that, you're not just thinking of things, right, in your life and just letting those thoughts just dwell away. If that's working for you, fine, so be it. But at the end of the day, like I always say, when you put it down on paper, I have a whiteboard over there. Trust me, I'm getting ready to write that thing up today, because we got some things that we need to take care of, that we want to take care of. But it's very, very crucial. I sign it right here. Feel me? Forever. This is a game changer for me. And again, lately I haven't been doing it as much, but I'm still at least scripting at least 2 to 3 times a week, just because I do enjoy doing it, right? Sometimes it can just be one sentence. Sometimes it can be, I don't know what that meant, but sometimes it can be that, right? Sometimes it can be a whole page, a half a page. The most important thing that you want to take away from this is to not try to burden yourself, not try to overdo it. And you're taking your time, right? You're taking your time, and you're doing this because it feels good, right? The only goal that we truly have in life is satisfaction. This is actually really important. The only goal that we truly have in life is satisfaction. If we're trying to do something for an outcome, that's when we water down our life experience, right? When we're trying to do something for an actual outcome, that's when we tarnish and sever that connection to source, so to speak, right? Because now we're doing something for something else versus just doing it out of pure satisfaction, okay? I might make a video on that. And that's as far as I've gotten. So anyways, guys, just to kind of recap it up, okay? First thing I'm gonna do, I want you to comment it down below. Write the comments down below. If you're this far in the video, subscribe. Okay, a lot of you guys aren't subscribed. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down, share the hell out of this video. But the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna wake up. Okay, we're not gonna wake up to social media. We're not gonna wake up to any type of news, any type of media, any type of distraction. We're gonna wake up to ourselves, right? We're gonna wake up to nature, and we're gonna get locked in, okay? The second thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tidy up my area. I'm gonna clean up my room. I'm gonna make my bed, right? I'm gonna clean off my desk if I haven't already done that, just because before we set sail into this day, I wanna make sure I'm locked and loaded, right? I wanna make sure I have no distractions. I wanna make sure I have nothing in my way, okay? The third thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna meditate, right? 15 minutes for me, for you, it could be 5, could be 6, could be 3, could be 4 minutes, doesn't matter. Do what feels good, and then it automatically, I would tell you, build up on that, but it's automatically gonna build up, okay? The fourth thing that I'm gonna do, this is a combo, this is a 4 and a 4.5, okay? 4.0. We're going to read, and at the same time, I'm going to do cardio, AKA go out into nature or go for a walk, right? I think this is this is my favorite part of this whole routine, just because I'm a physical dude. We're all in this 3D physical realm. So our bodies love that, love to move. Our bodies love to flow. And when you get the juices flowing, literally, you get the blood flowing throughout the body, especially when, it's a little bit more cardiovascular versus just a light, slow, turtle walk. You really feel good. Your body opens up, your breathing opens up, right? Because you're moving a little bit quicker. And then when I pair that with the reading, okay, it's not like wine and cheese, but when I pair that with the reading, it really lights me up. Really lights me up, okay? So the 4 and 4.5 is what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna read, and at the same time I'm gonna do cardio, okay? And then the last thing, definitely not the least, again, I haven't been doing this diligently, but this is just the cherry on top, so to speak, is I'm going to script, okay? I'm gonna write down how I'm feeling, how I wanna feel, affirmations, letters of appreciation. I'm gonna do all of the above, right? Just because when I'm thinking something, like we said, that's very powerful. But when I'm thinking with something and I'm resonating with it, and then I'm writing it down on paper, that's when I'm really unleashing even more intent, right? Which if I have a strong intent for something, if I have a strong desire or just a desire, especially written down, the chances of it coming to fruition is even more powerful, right? Just because I'm intentfully writing, not just thinking anymore. So I hope this was able to help you guys. This is my routine right now. This is what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm probably going to be shifting and switching it up a little bit, but again, if you're able to take anything away from this, please feel free to like the video. Okay, you better like the video. Subscribe. Okay, I'm looking at the analytics. Okay, y'all need to subscribe. Okay, closed mouths don't get fed. Subscribe. Okay, hit that notification bell too, just because when you get these videos, I want you to get them fresh off the and last but not least, leave a comment down if you guys have any questions. You want to share your morning routine, you have thoughts, I don't care about your concerns. And yeah, man, enjoy yourself. Really, you know, set your, what do you want to do? You know, what do you want to do? And I think at the morning, you know, right when we wake up out of that non-physical realm, I think that's the greatest, I know that is the greatest opportunity to set ourselves up, not only for what we want to do, but for who we want to be and how we want to do it. So again, I appreciate all you guys watching. Love and light to all, and to all love and light. I'll see you in the next one. Forever out.